Many will say, Lord, all these red flags and you still got yourself into this? And I'll simply look at you, beloved. The inquisitive wise one would say, Lord, you trust God. So she is either the most godliest woman on the planet, go with that, or you are pleading for her. We have established that that is not what I'm doing. Or lying to yourself. I can't lie. So I went for a walk. Lord, you are prone to do that. I am. An older woman approached and she said, what are you looking for? I told her the truth. I do not lie. A cigarette. I said, here. There's 4. It's that simple. The Spirit led me there. So then, my wife had always wanted to know about Lilith. Oh, there's deep, and then there's walking above the waves, beloveds. And I always get a signal from Lilith when she shows up, and I say, there she is. And then Lilith proceeded to explain to my wife that she was the wrong one in this situation. So this is different. It's different when your wife doesn't love you and she's using you. It's way different when she is terrified out of her mind. That's what we didn't want. But Judas went through it. Peter's seen it. My wife is being pulled into the royal family, beloveds. I did not want it to go this far, but I had to keep her from getting entranced. So first we had to teach her the difference between light and dark. So I'm doing 7 things at once right now. I'm restoring my wife's reputation. I'm humbling your enemies. And apparently walking around looking for cigarettes, which I decided is not a way to live, right? Thank you, my love. And talking to my wife, my baby, the one and only. So when you are pushed into a position that you created, now many of you tried to replace your spouse. I can't call that godly. She didn't. She had just put herself in the same exact position that got her so lost in the first place. And this goes further than that. This familiar spirit had convinced her that I was the devil and she would be the one to take me out. And she was looking at me and just getting more and more frustrated. In her own territory, she was losing. I said, you come to my territory, you're not going to have a chance. Here you got strength in numbers in her city. She came to my city. and was completely destroyed. And then sent back to her city. So, Lord, it gets that this is spiritual warfare when you're quoting, we do not war against flesh, but principalities. When you're quoting that, you don't even do it. You don't know what you're doing unless I'm guiding you step by step. You guys let the devil right into your home. So it took a while for you to I know what I'm doing. For me to open up my baby's eyes to, okay, this is where you're getting attacked. These are not your friends. This is what will happen to you every single time. Let it go. So we're walking it out step by step. And I'm not a liar. I'm completely transparent, and there's many things you don't know about me. The Messiah can taste your spirit. So if I'm inhaling healing ingredients for the breath of God to continue inside of me, that's what I do. There's also other health factors that come into play. I don't go backwards. I don't change. Many wanted a clean-cut Christian, and they wanted the church life because they felt that is what will make me their lucky charm. What I'm doing right now is so massive. I am not concerned with people that have the semblance of godliness but denying my power. Stay with me here. Simply put, my baby vastly underestimated the enemy. I pray all the time, am I getting too cocky? So I don't make those mistakes. And that's why I move so slow and methodically. All right? I do like a cigarette with my coffee. It's a nice blend. And then I go outside and then I'm getting revelation. This is my mountain. Now, when I'm in a protective warfare mode, I'm always focused. I'm focused on timing a lot of times. Where am I supposed to be? Do I need to walk out now? You put me in a position where I have to provide for myself, that's okay. Lord, you're supposed to be God. I'm not afraid of your mess, but this was a huge one. The benefit never outweighs the pain. The pain is the benefit a lot of times, because then you don't fear it. And my entire training but there is no training for a real marriage. And I've been trying to express that to my people. That when you are soulmates, you're going to be pretty similar. That's what everybody wanted. People told me, I don't want a girlfriend. I don't want a boyfriend. I want a soulmate. like it wasn't possible or something. I felt bad for the church that had already paired up with people outside of God's will. God's will is in place to prevent these things. So it brings trust in the scripture. It brings trust in Jesus, me. And in that way, I consider this good. That's good, Lord. And there's nothing I love more than when my father is smiling and egging me on, being excited. Because the Father always knows what's gonna happen. She got us a 10-day notice. So it was kind of like, well, she can't come back till the 10-day notice is up. But she's gonna come back, and then we're gonna go sit down and explain, because the apartment manager is one of mine, the exact situation, so that she can walk around without being nervous of anything. And then I'm not nervous about her getting us kicked out, because we're not going to live in a tent or in a van and do that thing again. That was her very irritable. She's never fun when she's irritable. And when she's her, she gets my sense of humor. When she's an uptight, self-righteous, lukewarm Christian, she doesn't get my sense of humor. So it's like it's messing with our laughter. And then I have my mission: live every moment with joy and laughter. For us, this is, well, I love you more.